Hi everyone, it's a girl Luwatee me, and it's another exciting episode on a talk with Luwatee. So in today's episode, I'm going to be discussing the topic managing expectation in relationship. Managing expectations in relationship. So expectation are actually everything when it comes to a better relationship, and you trying to manage yours and building a healthy reality is actually key. So you really don't want to set an unrealistic expectation from relationship. And the relationship I'm addressing here is not limited to intimate. It could be platonic, it could be the one we share with family, we share with friends, we share with work colleagues, we share with acquaintances. So you managing, and one thing I've come to realize is nothing put a stop to a relationship than an unrealistic expectation. So you really want to be realistic with your expectation, with the expectation you set in a relationship. And expectation is actually very important. It is key. It is normal. It is realistic for you to set expectation, or for you to expect certain things from a relationship, because it actually points us in the direction of our own standards and our boundaries, rather. It basically shows that you have some boundaries, you have standards, and it also reflects a sense of order and stability. So expectation is actually cool. It is reasonable for us to have expectation in relationship. However, you really want to be reasonable with it. You really want to set a realistic one. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with us some common unhealthy or unrealistic expectation we sometimes set in a relationship. So this is basically like the don'ts, the things you should not do when you're trying to set a expectation in relationship. We have this popular saying that says expectation leads to disappointment, but how we say unrealistic expectation leads to disappointment. If you're setting a realistic one, then it shouldn't lead to disappointment. So you really want to be reasonable and be realistic with your expectation. So I'll be sharing with us 5 common unhealthy expectations that we set in a relationship when we are setting our expectation. So 1 is this ideology that if it's real, it will work. It won't take a lot of work. It's a lie. It's unhealthy. If it's real, if it's fake, in fact, as a matter of every relationship takes a work. Whether a relationship with family, whether a relationship with friends, whether a relationship with your partner, it takes a lot of work. Nothing just work like that. You need to work. Nothing is for free. Nothing is on a platter of gold. You need to put in your own quarter, another person puts their own, and it makes it work. One person cannot keep pushing and another person is just taking. It will not work out. So that if you have been setting such expectation in a relationship, I'm telling you now that it's actually unhealthy. It's not realistic. Don't do that again. Don't. Another thing is we having this ideology that people need to read our mind by we bottling our feelings. Don't bottle your feelings. Don't expect people to read your mind. It is wrong. As a matter of fact, I am once guilty of this act, because I'm a kind of person that it's very hard for me to open up to people, and in my mind I'll be like, you shouldn't supposed to read my content, and you shouldn't supposed to know that I'm actually a guy. Nobody is supposed to know. Nobody is a magician, nobody is a witch, nobody is a wizard. So you don't really want to bottle up your feelings, and you don't want to be expecting people to read your countenance or read your mind. Nobody knows what's in your mind, so it is better you speak up. So, and one thing I would like to share is the 2 things that stand as a foundation to realistic expectation in relationship is honesty and respect. You really want to respect each other, and you really want to be honest with each other. So if you are being honest with somebody, you should be open to let the person know when they did wrong to you and when you want certain things to be met. So these 2 things serve as a foundation to setting a realistic expectation in relationship. The 3rd thing I would say is we saying they should be on our side no matter what. It's not possible. That shows that you're not being honest with each other. If you are wrong, they should be able to tell you to your face that you are wrong. So they cannot always be on your side every time no matter what. If you're setting such, or you're expecting such from a relationship, it is unrealistic. Don't do that again. If you have been doing it, it's high time you put a stop to it. Don't do that again. You don't expect people to always be on your side no matter what. If they are being on your side every damn time, then honesty is not in place. you guys are not being honest with each other. So don't do that. The fourth one is you comparing that relationship to others. It is wrong. You know why? Because we are all different and we are unique in our ways. So Mr. A is different from Mr. B. Mr. B is different from Mr. A. You can't keep comparing your relationship to other relationship. It is wrong. Either it's a friend, either it's a family. We are all unique in our way. So you don't. If you keep comparing, then you keep getting disappointed. Like I said, not just expectations that leads to disappointment, but unrealistic expectation leads to disappointment. So if you keep comparing, so don't compare that relationship to others. Don't do that. Then lastly, I think that has to do with what I've said. The first one is you saying they should love you no matter what, they should accept you no matter what. No, that ideology is actually wrong, because when you feed into the idea that you or others should be accepting of everything, then it is easier to make that relationship toxic and dangerous dynamics to breed. So if you're having this ideology that if they loved you, they should be able to accept you no matter what, if you are feeding yourself into this idea, you are setting a toxic relationship. Like, you're going into that direction. You will make it very easy for toxicity to enter into that relationship. So you don't want to have the ideology that if they love you, they should accept anything no matter what. No, they shouldn't be accepting of everything. They should be able to call to your bullshit. They should be able to tell to your face when you're wrong. They should be able to support you when you're right. They should be able to be there, because like I said, respect and honesty is a foundation to setting a realistic expectation in every relationship. So when you respect each other and you're being honest, you won't even care when somebody says to your face that you're wrong. They should not be accepting of everything just because they love you or just because you guys have a relationship. Well, that is it on today's episode of A Talk with Luwatee. On my next video, I'll be sharing with you the do's, that is the ways you can now set a healthy and realistic expectation in relationship. But this video just addressed the common unhealthy and unrealistic expectation we set in relationship. So these are the don'ts. Yeah, so if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, please kindly click on the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so you get notified when I drop videos. Please do like this video. You can also share if you I believe you learn a thing or two, so kindly share to your friends so they can also learn and they can be able to start setting healthy expectation in relationship. Like I said, having an expectation in relationship is cool, it is reasonable, it is normal, but then nothing really put a stop to relationship than an unrealistic expectation. So all of this that I've pointed out, if you know you are being guilty of this, work it out. Even me, I've seen my part, so I could actually start talking to myself and start working out. So that is it on today's episode. Thanks for staying true with me to the end. Until next time, when I catch you on another exciting episode on A Talk with Luwatee, remember to stay safe out there. And I love you all. It's your girl, Luwatee. Bye.